talker, but I do like to listen, especially when people have something to say.
Okay, okay. Only if you got something to say now. All right.
Yeah, I got big
When,
on small talk.
yeah, it wastes time sometimes. Winning the lottery,
Yes.
winning the lottery, or finding your soulmate.
Mm, that's hard. Um,
Your
where
soulmate
I
could
am
be
right
rich.
now, I mean, God, I'm gonna have to say win the lottery because to win the lottery will afford me the opportunity to travel the world and find that person.
Or buy one. There you
Ah, ha, 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 they wish.
go. They wish. All righty.
They wish.
A comedian in a serious film or a serious actor in a comedy film. Which one?
A comedian in a serious film.
Yes. I knew you was gonna say that. Like I've been watching your stuff.
Yeah, I love to see a comedian bring drama. Yes, I love
See,
that. I love to see.
that's a different type. Okay. A few more.
Mm-hmm.
IG or Facebook?
Who?
IG, Instagram, or Facebook?
Uh, IG. I'm
Yeah.
an IG girl.
Yeah. Your IG lives be hilarious. Okay.
Uh,
Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Yep. Vacation or staycation?
Vacation.
I love vacations. I need a vacation though. You know, like with the whole bay and all of
Yeah,
that.
if I have a vacation now, vacation, that's all I got
Vacation.
left. Yeah, I had to give me a vacation.
And
Heck
that's
yeah.
what we gonna talk about today. We gonna talk about some
Okay.
relationships.
All
So thank
right,
you for
okay.
playing. So
That was
before
fun.
I know. So before we go any further, I do want to send prayers up for the football player that was injured last week. Demar,
Yes.
I did hear that he has woken. He is now. He made a post today on or yesterday.
Yes.
My thing with that is the poor baby from a football mom, just to see that, and she was
Mhm.
there. My heart.
Man, look, I'm a football mom too, but your kids are older. I have a 10-year-old. And watching that with him was somewhat it was very traumatic.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of discussions over the last week about his future as a football player.
Aww. See, and then
Yeah.
I have friends, sons who are entering the draft this year, and it's like y'all,
Oh,
let's reconsider. Let's get another profession. But this is something these boys have been working at since they were 5, and
exactly, exactly. Mine's been playing since he was 6, and you know, he was already leaning towards he wanted to try a different sport, and I'm all about letting him put his foot
explore.
in everything until he finds his passion.
Uh-huh. Exploring.
I reassured him that mommy doesn't need you to go pro for her. Mommy good.
Yeah,
So whatever you do is because you want to do it.
because you want to. My youngest son,
Mhm.
he said football actually helped him, and he's in the military now. And with the athleticism, it's just like it made it easy once he got to basic training.
Mhm.
He's like, Mom, I
Mhm.
already run a mile. I already do push-ups. This is easy work. This light work. I said, don't let your drill
Mhm.
sergeant hear that. But just my whole family is a football family. I got a nephew that's a
Mhm.
coach at college level, another nephew on the indoor football. So just to see that was very traumatic for just all
Yeah,
of us. We've never seen
yeah,
that before. So
yeah.
prayers.
He's got a, it's funny. He has a friend who's, oh, excuse me, this is what happens, honey, when you're working too hard. Oh, excuse me. My son has a friend whose father pulled him out of football mid-season because of his concerns about the injuries and
Oh
things that can
wow.
happen. And that was one conversation. Now that this has happened, he's kind of like in agreement with his friend's father. And I'm just like, as long as it's your opinion,
Right.
I want it based on your experiences because you were just fine. But I understand his concern because I didn't physically see the young man collapse what my son did. The game was
Mm-hmm.
on. He was downstairs. We had just gotten back in town,
Mm-hmm.
and I was upstairs unpacking. But the game was on, but I wasn't looking at that particular moment. but I heard my child scream, "Mama, something's wrong with the player. Something's wrong with the player." And I was like, "What?"
Aw.
So
Aw. Yeah. Poor baby. So I know that when my son, he was in the 8th grade, he broke his back. And he was on the ground like a long time. So my rule was always this: are you hurt or are you injured? If you injured, we going straight to the hospital. If you hurt, you get up and let's play again. But so it was a rule. You got 1 minute to get up and show me some movement. And he wasn't moving. So now I'm standing up. And you know, they have these rules. You can't go on the field. Tell her mama she can't go on the field. Try that if you want to.
I know. They told us that too.
Please.
And I told them they won. I said, "Yeah, let me tell you something right now. My child lay on that ground. He ain't getting up. Oh, I will be on the field. I don't care what you say."
There was no movement from my son for 2 minutes, and I was at the top of the bleachers. By the time 3 minutes hit, I was on the field over there. They was like, "That's the mom. That's the mom." I was like, "Yeah, I need to know what's going on." And by the time I got over, there was movement, and he got up, and but that was scary. So I thank God, you know, he still has back issues. He's 21 now. That was about 6, 8 years ago, but still injuries and football injuries and such a because they hitting hard, you know, running into each other. So that's so all prayers and all love go out to Damar Hamlin.
I'm good. We start basketball tomorrow, so I'm good.
Look, there was an injury in basketball that caused my other son to not want to play basketball anymore. The young man who knee popped out on a live game, his knee popped out while he was going up for a layup and came down, and that knee came from under him. So don't let him see that video neither. So I mean, I don't think there's a sport out there that you can't get hurt from. You guys?
I mean, tennis, maybe. Well, I mean, any sport, anything engaging, something flying at you at high speed, beating other people, but it's the lesser of many evils.
Right, because sports saved my children, kept them out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Being a single mom, it kept them busy. So I wouldn't change nothing about our football life because it helped make them who they are today. So yeah, I love it. Well, before we come back, we're going to take a little break right here. And when we come back, we're going to talk about relationships, get into some questions and find out what's going on with Miss Coco Brown lately. You guys stay right here with us on One-on-One TKO. We'll be right back.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Welcome back. This is your girl, Sister E, and I'm on with my favorite comedian and actress, Coco Brown. Alrighty, so hey. Now she got a show tonight down in, if y'all near Birmingham or in the Birmingham area, make sure y'all go check her out tonight. What show time is what, 6 o'clock, 6:30? Alrighty, let's get to this. All right, let me ask you a question. Let's talk about you for a moment, Miss Coco. How did you get started in stand-up?
I got started through a friend who decided to take me to a barbecue one night. We was all hanging out, and I didn't know if the guy who owned it was his barbecue, was a big time comedian in DC. And we just met and talked and vibed, and he asked me if I ever thought about doing stand up because he thought I was funny. Invited me to his comedy club. I went, and the rest is history.
Wow, just like that. That networking is something big. Okay. Give me your best, because you're an actress as well. So I saw you in a Christmas movie this season. So
Christmas Party Crashers.
Yeah. So how many? And I know you're on 911 as a regular.
Reoccurring. I wish regular.
Reoccurring. Take care of that baby.
Yeah.
And then you've done a few things with Tyler Perry. Quite a few things. My favorite is Single Moms Club. I talked about that in my book. We was the original Single Moms Club. But you guys did the whole movie and got paid for it. We just lived it. So, what else did you have out? You did For Better or For Worse.
Now you guys can check me out on Netflix on a show called Never Have I Ever.
Yes, the high school girls.
Fourth season is dropping next month.
Awesome.
You guys can also check me out on a new movie coming out with Will Packer called Praise This with Chloe and Haley.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
A new show on Apple TV called Big Door Prize.
That's a TV show? Big Door Prize. Okay.
Yeah, and that's on Apple TV.
Look at you. So, give me your best strategy for memorizing your scripts.
Honestly, if I read my scripts with someone, I can memorize them quite quickly. But I've also gotten very well at doing it by myself. I have to credit Tyler Perry and working with him for 6 years for me to be able to have that ability. Because Tyler was a very fast filmer. We would, do quite a few episodes at one time.
Okay.
Whereas traditionally you do one episode a week, we do maybe 2 a day.
Wow.
So it made me really get into having to find a formula to learn my lines and know my lines. And also being able to switch it up and learn lines quickly, because sometimes, I've been on sets. As a matter of fact, Christmas Party Crashers, there was a scene that we weren't scheduled to shoot for another couple of days, but it had a lot of lines, and they finished shooting some scenes with us sooner than they thought, and they asked me could they go ahead and shoot those. And I basically told them, I said, give me 30 minutes. I went in my trailer, learned those lines, and came back out. So, but I've always had, a good memory in a sense, because I used to do spelling bees and, those trivia contests where they ask you questions about history and you have to memorize dates and stuff. It's funny, I can do that, but my short-term memory sucks. Don't ask me what happened yesterday.
Wow. Well, that's good. You know the difference. And your short term is crap, but your long term is really good and strong. Okay. I have my 6-year-old niece trying to learn her lines and work with her on trying to do the little acting thing, and she can remember stuff so quick, so smooth, and then she adds her whole little personality to it. And I was like, how at 6 years old? So yeah, getting some strategies. So give me your top 3 old school comedians. Who are your favorites?
Oh God, love Richard. Love George Carlin.
Yes.
And I mean, would you consider him old school? Maybe, but Eddie Murphy.
Technically, nowadays he is. Our kids don't know nothing about Raw. I had to turn Raw on for my boys, and they were 18 and 21.
Right.
So yeah, he old school. I saw a post the other day, and my top three was Richard, Eddie, and Paul Looney. I just like him. Okay, who makes you really laugh? Like, what's the gut laugh? I know if you're looking at your own stuff, like the show you did in Atlanta, I was cracking up. So who makes you really laugh?
In stand-up comedy,
Uh-huh.
Cat Williams makes me laugh out loud. And some more makes me laugh out loud.
Oh, that's my girl.
Yeah. Some comics that you may not have heard of, but are very popular within our community. Rob Stapleton, Talent. They make Tony Roberts. They make me laugh out loud.
It's been the end of 22 was pretty rough for the Atlanta community of comedians. We lost like 4 good people like back to back.
Yeah. And we just first top of the year, we lost a New York comedian, Artie Robb. It's been a rough few years for the community, comedy community. We've lost a lot of good people.
Yeah, that tells us, it reminds us to take life day by day, because you don't know, you could be here today and gone today. So we got to take
exactly
one step at a time, and then definitely enjoy moment by moment and enjoy your life. You're getting so stressed out.
I mean, honestly, you do. That's the one thing, losing both my parents last year back to back was a wake-up call for me. That I had been living for them for quite some time. I was living for other people's expectations for quite some time. I was living up to my own unrealistic expectations for quite some time. Okay. So now my mantra is just, I'm just going to live and love however way that looks.
Oh, wow. You are one of the strongest people I know. For you to continue to work in the midst of losing not one parent but both parents, and it's like you kept going. I was like, okay, I know she's gonna stop. She's gonna pause right here. No, you kept going and kept going.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real with you. That I don't know if God was testing me to utilize the word no, but it's like last year was such an onslaught of career blessings for me. It was insane. I mean, I couldn't even do stand up because of the amount of TV and film opportunities that were coming at me. And they weren't bullcrap. They were really great opportunities. And it was just, and some of them weren't even like auditioning. They were offers. People were calling specifically asking for Coca Brown, And I don't know, I don't believe God was putting me in a position that he wanted me to say no, because I did say no to quite a few things. Because I was taking care of my parents, and then of course, burying them, and now I'm handling their affairs in their estate now. And the opportunities continue to come. I think in a way, God knows that I function better. And when I am dealing with a beautiful mess, a beautiful chaos.
Wow.
When things get too quiet and too still for me, it's the devil's workshop.
Mm-hmm.
So when I have to really focus, give myself a schedule, make sure I'm handling this, handling that, I function better. So I think God just knew that, me sitting somewhere twiddling my thumbs during that time, and he knew that this was going to happen. He knew that was not going to be good for me. So he just blessed me abundantly in the midst of all of that. And it kept me focused. It kept me in a place of gratitude and, just peace in the midst of it all.
Wow. good like that. He do things like that. Like we don't understand his plan. We don't understand why things are happening, but he knows. He know what he got going on. He know his plan. So for him to
Right.
continue to keep you busy, he knew you needed it. He knew what was coming. That's such a blessing. And you
Yeah,
handled
yeah.
it
It's like I
well.
knew that was coming.
You handled it very well because you didn't look like you missed a beat. Kept going.
No,
Well,
had no
guys,
choice.
and many of us would have just crumbled and went up under a couch and stayed there. And here you up with the makeup, fabulous, making people laugh and doing a whole shebang bang in the
Yeah,
air.
I looked up.
Well, people, we're gonna take a break right here and we're gonna come back and talk more with Coco and we're gonna get into this book in a minute, y'all. So make sure you stay tuned, stay locked in to 101 TKO Radio.
2, 1.
Hey, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with your girl today. This is Conversations with Sister E, and I'm your girl, Sister E, and we're sitting back and we're laughing and talking with one funny mama, Coco Brown. She's live with us today. And Hey. Give me, if you could choose one song to play every time you walked into a room, what would it be and why? In Coach Brown
What
world,
did you say?
if you could choose one song to play when you walked into the room, what would that song be?
Oh Lord, Pieces of Me by Lettuce.
Oh, that's a good one.
Pieces of Me by Lettuce. That is probably my go-to song when I'm just everything.
Okay.
Feeling myself, not feeling myself. It just gets me back into my headspace.
Okay. I like that.
Mm.
Mine would be The One with Mary J. and Drake. That's my cut up. Because I am the one. I'm the dream. I love that song. All right. Let's get to talking about some relationship stuff. Now, I was blessed to have you write this forward for my book. My book, for those that don't know, because y'all probably been under a rock, is called A Big Dick and a Bald Head Ain't Worth the Hassle. I'm not saying we don't want that. I'm just saying it ain't worth the hassle part. That's what we're talking about. The hassle, the headaches that come with it, the lies, the games, the bullshit. Y'all feel me? So we want all of that, but we want it with less problems, less drama. Man.
Which is an oxymoron.
Why it gotta be an oxymoron? Why they can't just do right?
Well, just like certain women scream trouble, certain men scream trouble. And you just have to understand that you get to a point in your life that you become well aware of the drama and the bullcrap coming at you, but sometimes you just want to see what that dick do. And you just have to just accept it, get in and get out. That is key. Get in and get out and don't get caught up.
Folks be falling in love just over a sex.
Oh, some people just ain't no. You get to a point in your life of maturity and wisdom, I would hope, because I feel like that's where I am now. That I know who's play, and who stay.
Look, sometimes the play be putting it down really, really good.
Yeah, they be the ones. See, God has a sense of humor. He puts the best sex on the most horrible human. He puts the best sex on the most horrible human being. And then the person that is just the breath of life, what you've been praying for, they come with that one glitch. They come with, oh, wow.
That's all you got.
You get to a point of, okay, is this truly a big-ass deal breaker compared to what I've been dealing with?
Is sex a deal breaker?
My thing is this. He may not be packing, but honey, if that tongue is slashing, we good. I'm just saying. Honey, work on build in the areas you can, okay? How about that? Because I'm 50 years old, honey. Ain't too much your penis gonna do that I ain't seen, honey, okay? So how you make me feel as a woman, as a whole, as a person, is way more important than me than how many inches you got or what you do. I mean, honestly, like, you get to a point in your life, you're like, that ain't even... I know plenty of great sex partners that are complete jackasses.
Well,
so I'm like, and I mean, and don't get me wrong, if you get lucky and you get the whole shebang, you better hold on for dear life, because that is rare. You have a unicorn, honey. You have found a unicorn.
I'm single for a reason, because the whole packages seem like they hiding from me. Something wrong with these brothers out here nowadays. And it's like the older they get, the worse they get. It's like, am I trying to be a
I
crew?
realize that you gotta catch cats in a certain window. There's a certain window you gotta catch some of these bugs.
Okay. What's that window?
There's a very small window. I have no problem with dating younger, but the youngest I'll go might be 37, 38.
Mm.
It's some between that 37, 38 and that 42 is a nice sweet spot where they still want something meaningful and they haven't got into that. They've gotten over screwing because they've done enough of it. Like they've done this, they're not chasing ass like that, like they could never go get it again.
Yeah.
They know that it's out there, they can get it quite easily. You know, at this point, this chick's out here giving up ass for C- game, okay? So they know that they ain't got to work their hard for a piece of ass.
Yeah.
And then they also are still in that area where they're like, you know, they want something a little bit more meaningful. They just don't want to be out here screwing to be screwing. They want something that has a little bit more meaning and purpose to it. Once you get them past like that 45 mark and they ain't got that light bulb to come on, they lost forever. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Just let them go. Just let them stay to the streets. Because if they get to 45 and they still got that chase ass mentality, that is who they are. That's who they'll forever be.
That's it.
But in between that 38 and that 42, it's a sweet spot where that's where you got to see where they are. Because in their 20s and early 30s, they chasing ass. They free at your cribs. They get ass with C- game, and, you know, and some crab legs and juicy crab, you know. But then they hit late 30s, and it's like, I want something meaningful. They realize, you know, a lot of women are just here for the fun time, here try to beg and get their bills paid, you know, woo. But if they get to 45 and they haven't had that light bulb come on, then it's like life is more than just chasing ass and getting ass, and they're still doing it. Nah, girl, run.
That's
run
it.
for your
That's
life.
it.
They ain't gonna I done messed with 50-some-year-olds. Hell, I went on a date with a 67-year-old man who took me to Panera. We met at Panera Bread for lunch on our first date, and that old Negro thought I was going home with him after some goddamn broccoli cheddar soup. And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what." But that's who he was. He was still player, and he was still chasing it.
You about to have a stroke. What, if you don't go sit down somewhere?
Girl, you know, he really thought, he said, "You go back to my place for what?" I mean, you want to eat back and do a little something? I said, "Negro, I don't know you." I said, "All I had is broccoli cheddar soup and a half a tuna sandwich. You think I'm going back to your? Are you high?" But, you know, you got some cats out there that just don't get it. They stay locked in that matrix of chasing ass. And the thing is, you know, women, unfortunately, you got a lot of women out here that don't make it hard.
And that's the problem, especially in Atlanta.
Being in a male-dominated business, I have watched dudes pull women with the stupidest, most basic game. And I be looking at her like, bitch.
That all you want? That's all you need?
She's falling for it. She's falling for it.
That's sad, because there's so many of us out here, especially in Atlanta now. You got folks in Atlanta, we got to date long distance relationship. Because in Atlanta, you got the white women chasing them, the other men chasing them. Then you got women, we all educated, got our own cribs, our own cars. We all look good. So then it's about how you make him feel. So it's like the competition is real steep here. And these brothers in the South, one man told me, you got to have multiple women. You got to have a variety. What? Like AIDS ain't still out here? Like AIDS don't still exist?
Like, that's the thing. It's like, I say it in my act. You never hear men say they want a good woman no more. All they'll say is there ain't no good women. Well, boo-boo, that's because all you're choosing is trash. How do you expect to find a diamond in trash? Maybe if you stop looking for the fat ass, the tiny waist, the certain complexion, the long hair, she gotta be this, she gotta be that, she gotta be... Like y'all talk about us, but y'all ain't no better.
Look, they
I mean,
want
I
the
told you,
ball
I'm
on
in a
it.
male-dominated business. I'm around dudes all the time, and I have learned to sit back and listen to the way y'all think and the way y'all talk. I have a son. I go to a barber shop 3 times a month. I don't leave. I sit in the cut with my headphones on. They
Just
think I'm
listening.
looking at my phone. I got that bitch on record. I hear what they say. Dudes, y'all ain't slick.
Right,
But see,
right.
that's the thing that puts you in a position where I know how a lot of them operate and move. So I have my own theories, but that's why I say there's a window.
There's a
From
window.
my experiences and my observation and me listening, there is a window with men.
Whew, one man told me,
You catch him in them early 30s,
look,
he still chasing ass. He still trying to find himself. You get him after 45 and he ain't found himself or he still chasing ass or he still don't know who the hell he is, baby, run.
run. Look,
You better
what you
find that
say
sweet window.
in
Better
your
find him in that
show?
sweet ass window.
What you say in the show? You got to get you one that know the signs of
That's true.
a heart attack. You better get one that
That's
know the
true.
signs of a stroke
I'm like,
and
you
what to
got
do.
old ass dudes out here still smoking and drinking and wearing city trends trying to book young bitches. If you don't go sit your old ass down, I can smell the aspartame on you.
Sir, your big gay is protruding.
Like seriously. And then you got the young ones out here. You expect that, but you gotta be careful with them young ones too because they don't understand true love. They'll fall in love with simple shit. You know, they'll fall in love with, you can't be a grown one messing with these young boys because you turn his little ass out. But these young girls still running from it. These young girls still talking about, you got to pay this bill if you want me to do that. I'm a grown ass bitch. My lights are going to stay on. I'm going to do some nasty debauchery shit to you, and I hope you feel all right about it. I don't need you to keep my lights on, shit. I don't need you to pay my card note, honey. I got this now. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to use your little young ass till I can't use you no more. Don't fall in love, honey. Ain't gonna
Don't
be no
fall in
brains
love.
on Tuesday. I come here and get this plate of food every first Sunday, but that's about it.
Look, y'all, this is Coco Brown, One Funny Mama, and Sister E, and our conversation is just getting started. So be sure to stay with us, stay locked in to 101 TKO Radio. We'll be right back after this. She said, don't fall in love.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We're just having laughs in the studio talking about these men. Actually, we're talking about relationships, period. And I got my girl Coco Brown, one funny mama, in the studio with us today. And we just talking. Nothing big. But I just need to know, brother mans. Why y'all got all these requirements for women and none for yourself?
Because they think they're perfect.
They think they what?
They think they're perfect.
Nah. Me number 45 really think they perfect?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I don't.
You know, Nelson said he don't think he perfect. You know, you got flaws.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But the rest of these brothers out here think they don't stink. They can come in demanding, like, I want a woman to have this, her waist got to be that. You want a built woman. Like, she just paid for her whole self. She paid for her hair, her lashes, her booty, her boobs, and her stomach.
Oh, they want that. They don't even want that, honey. They'll take a woman that another man built.
Right there.
That stutter.
Not at all.
They'll take a man built. Yeah, they'll ride somebody else's car.
They'll ride somebody else's car because she didn't already clean them up. Somebody didn't already fixed them up. And what was that movie with two can play? The boy, the Darnell, it was Bobby Brown, but he came out, he had missing teeth and the afro curl, and she fixed them up. And now
he got cute and after.
Right, after Plum Food. Like, after we invested all of this money and time in them, now they want to go out and showboat like you've been doing this. Boy, I tell you, I had a guy pop up at my house the other day, and I was like, is he for real right now? Like, you don't just pop up at people's houses. But he said, I didn't answer my phone. Duh, that was a clue.
He was checking up on you.
He wasn't checking up on me. That you're not my man. You can't just pop up at my house. What is my real man here? You was just for play. All right, I'm sorry, Coco. Back to you. So how is it dating? How is it dating for you being a celebrity? How do you date and know that people ain't out trying to just get you for your money or get you for the clout?
I mean, I have to use discernment, something that I ignored for way too many years. But now that my discernment my discernment's on 10 now. And it's like, just from a brief conversation, I can tell what someone's agenda is, in a sense of, are you something long-term or are you something to play with? So I've learned to control my own emotions. I've learned to go on these dates and leave my heart at home.
That's a good
and just
one.
go in with my mind and my discernment. You have to earn my heart.
That's a good one. I like that.
A lot of people go on these dates and we go out with these guys and we meet these guys and we go in there with all these starry eyes and Google eyes and we have been visualizing the damn wet and all this crap after a first date. Hell no, go in with your eyes and your ears and learn to keep your mouth shut and listen, because leave your heart at home. You don't bring your heart to that situation until it is warranted, until you see that this is a possibility. Otherwise, don't take your heart with you.
Don't. You can't. And that's, in my book, I talk about us women, we see the signs, like we recognize all of the red flags up front, but we ignore them because we're either desperate for a man, we're lonely, or just want to keep baby daddy.
You're going in with a heart, you're going in with expectations, you're going in with a fantasy. Learn how to go in with just your mind and your discernment. Ears open, mouth shut. Now, yes, you do respond to questions. Yes, you give answers, but don't reveal too much until you deem that person worthy to know the inner depths of you. I mean, I have sat on dates when I have used this method, and I have watched and just witness men running game, stuff that they know have worked in the past, saying all the right things. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, okay, okay, okay. But if I had gone in with my heart and gone in with expectations all googly eyed and giddy and all that crap, I'd have missed all that crap. I'd have believed every damn thing coming out of their fool mouth.
And that's it. You know, a lot of I said, I'm keep talking about this book because I said in the book, we give these clowns crowns before he earned it. Like, how is he already your king? And how are you already dead over heels for this man? And all he did was show up. All he did was dig you down. And now you, oh, I'm in love. I can't live without him. Oh, I can't stand
honey,
when we say
that's
that.
not love, baby. Women have two heartbeats. We have one in our chest and one in our vaginas. You need to understand which one he's not.
That's it.
I mean, real talk. Two women have two hearts. We have one in our vaginas and one in our heart.
That's it.
Okay.
And we get to thinking.
Right one.
We get to thinking with the Lord one, and now you got a baby with the nigga that you don't even know.
Like men with their dicks, we can do the same thing with our vaginas if we're not careful.
Now you paying somebody else's bills.
Hell, I just went through a situation like that, and I was like, baby, when I realized that the wrong heart was dictating my moves, I had to abort mission.
And a lot of women are not paying attention to that. And that's what we got to get to, sis. I'm talking to anybody that's listening. We have to pay attention to what's in front of us. Don't ignore the signs because God gave you that sign for a reason. Don't pretend like, oh, it'll change. Or the infamous one. I can ride him into submission. I can make him change if I do this with him. I can sex him into changing. That man told you who he was. He showed you who he was. You didn't believe him. You believe what your heart wanted to believe, the bottom heart. And now you taking all of this and now you over here crying. I can't live without him. It's only one man that I can't live without, and his name is Jesus. All others can exit stage left. I can do without you. But that's what I want to talk about. So let's read this book. So what did you think of the title? A big dick and a bald head.
The title had me hollering. I was like, wait. But I said, but as I read the book, I said, where was this book 10 years ago?
Being lived.
This would be taught in curriculums in colleges.
Look, because we got to stop ignoring the signs. So the title is actually my type.
People are naturally emotionally sad. They're naturally emotional creatures.
Yeah.
And you just want to be loved and you want to love. Don't get me wrong. Excuse me. You have people out here who are cold and they just want the material things. They just want the benefits of a relationship without having to put in relationship work.
Right.
But honestly, when you get to a point, when you get old enough and wise enough, you realize what's really important and what's not. And, you just like, that was stupid. I don't know how many times I look back on some of the relationships in my past and I'm like, yeah, I was stupid.
Or the infamous one, why are you taking that from me? That's my baby daddy. A lot of people want to be together just because they got a kid with them, not realizing he is the problem. Look, the best thing,
your children.
That part, the best thing my ex did was walk out.
Stay in a relationship with a man that abuses you and neglects you and treats you like crap. That ain't for the kids, and you're actually damaging their kids.
Yep, because they're looking, they're watching, they're seeing this. And you in love, and here y'all go fighting and arguing, then y'all back together. Then you go fighting and arguing just to be back in bed. That's foolery, that's stress. What was that song? The Kendrick Lamar song?
When We Cry.
When We Cry? Oh my God, that song's so toxic. I don't even know how he made that song. That song is so toxic. When We Cry, I don't even think we can play that song on air. It's so toxic. It's like we have to stop staying in these toxic relationships and giving it an excuse. You know what I'm saying? The excuse part is what's making it worse. You see the issues, you see the red flags, and you stay. Why? Just so you can say you had a man. All right, sis. Well, we're gonna take a break right here, and we're gonna come back. If you want to call us, give us a call. Call into the studio at 678-439-7419. Join the topic, join the subject, or just shout out and talk to Coco. Here we are, 678-439-7419. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. This is 101 TKO, and I'm your girl, Sister E.
Hey, sis, how much
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you for hanging out with us today, everyone. This is Conversations with Sister E, and I'm your girl, Sister E, and we're hanging out with my girl, Coco Brown, one funny mama. So let me ask you this question. What's your most memorable moment in your career so far?
Most memorable moment in my career thus far. One was getting the call for Single Moms Club, getting the call for better or worse. That was always a very monumental moment for me.
Okay.
Meeting my idols. I mean, meeting Loretta Devine, meeting Jennifer Lewis, meeting Cheryl Lee Ralph, meeting Angela Bassett. Those were just huge moments for me because these are women that I just admired and respected so much. And I was grateful that each and every one of them was just so nice and humble and gracious. They didn't make me go, oh God, like I hate that I met you. No, they have all been, I mean, I've hung out with some of these women and it has been just an incredible moment of realizing they see me and they don't see me as someone beneath them or, they saw me as an equal. And that was just like an amazing moment. I mean, meeting the late great Miss Cicely Tyson, and just having her, just touch my face and tell me, oh, you're so pretty. That it's things like that, that just, I mean, people may think it's accomplishments in a sense of, but honestly, it was moments like that. I mean, sitting at lunch with the late, great John Singleton and this man single-handedly changing the direction of my career because he believed in me. Wow. And he knew that I was more than just funny, and him putting me in positions to win so that people could see that I was versatile and I could do more than just be funny. Those are moments that stick with me.
Man, those have to be big moments. That's the Cicely Tyson.
Those are moments that really stick with me.
Wow, that's oof. Well, as we get ready to wrap up with you, because I know you got to get ready for the show. What's coming for you this year in 2023? So 22 was very big for you.
Yes,
and 23 is going to be even bigger. What you got going on?
Well, you guys can check out the fourth and final season of Never Have I Ever on Netflix. That's coming out next month. You guys can check me out on Apple TV on the new show Big Door Prize. We shot season 1 last year and the show got, great reviews, and now we're shooting season 2. I'm actually going to be doing the Miss Cleo movie. They're doing a movie based on the lady, Miss Cleo, that was the fake fortune teller. You're going to be able to check me out in the Miss Cleo biopic. You guys are also going to be able to check me out in the new Naeem Lynn sitcom. We're going to be shooting that very soon. If you know Plastic Cup, or as they roll with Kevin Hart, Naeem Lynn, he has his own sitcom coming out, and I play his aunt in that. Praise This, which is coming to Peacock, which is really hot right now because of the Best Man final chapters.
That was good.
That's going to be coming. That was so good. That was so good. I've watched it 4 times. But so Praise This is going to be coming out on Peacock. And God willing, much more. You guys can check out my 1-hour special, Famous Enough. It's on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, YouTube, Hulu. Okay. But yeah, so this is just my book. My book is going to be coming out this year. I'm super excited about that.
Okay,
we're going through the editing process now. So you guys will be able to get my book this year, and I'm really proud of that. So
yes, I love that. I love authors. I love telling a story because you never know when your testimony can bless someone or help someone, heal someone. So I love that. We definitely gonna get you back after that drops. Well, tell us how we can find you on social media.
You guys can find me across all social mediums. All you have to do is head on over to my website. That's Coca Brown. That's COCOA Brown, the number 4life.com. You can click the social media link and it will link you to all things Coca Brown from Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitter.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I appreciate you coming out today and taking time to laugh and joke with us. One piece of advice you can give us for those of us that's in this dating world.
Leave your heart at home until that person is worthy of it. Go in with your common sense and your discernment, and you'll be okay.
That's what's up. Okay, go in with your common sense and close your legs. Oh, did I say that out loud? My bad. My bad. I meant close your mouth. Yeah, close your mouth too.
Yeah, and listen. If you listen, you'll hear everything you know.
That's it. That's it. Well, I thank you for hanging out with us. I hope you have a wonderful show
Thank you for
tonight.
having me.
I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you do. So you gonna have a great show tonight. Be blessed, be safe, and we'll catch you on the rebound.
All
You
right,
guys stay
that'll work.
tuned.
Thanks, sis.
Stay with us. Stay with
Okay.
us. We'll be right back after this message. All right,
All right, girl.
Coca.
Thanks
Have conversations with Sister E. Now, I want to talk about two people that we lost in the last year. I'm sorry, in December of 2022, just a few weeks ago. Barbara Walters passed away on December 30th of 2022. She is definitely one of the pioneers for broadcasting and television, journaling. She's like, she was raw with her interview. She just put it out there. You know, us people, we have our favorites, and Barbara Walters was one of them. I saw what was it, a TikTok or something where all of the journalist women came and was honoring her, and it was like a long line of women in media just coming and just honoring her, and she's standing there, and she was on The View, and it was just giving her flowers while she was alive, and it was just so amazing. All races, all industries, just coming and she was just standing there and kissing and loving on everybody. I thought that was so sweet. Barbara Walters. So she passed away on December 30th, 2022. The year before that, we lost our Betty White. So we losing all our icon women, white women. Can I say that? Can I say that on here? Y'all know we have certain women that flow with us that we claim, like, you know, they may not look like us, but they rock with us, so we rock with them. And Barbara Watson and Betty White was just one of them. Betty White actually started talking about her black men she used to date. Look, honey, we know everybody want our men. I just want our men to act right. Just be right. Don't act. Just be right. But I also want to stop and pause. Today marks 100 years since the Rosewood, Florida race massacre. See, I can't even talk today. So we want to honor that community. That was the community where it was a thriving black town after World War One. The white mob came in and just was killing people and totally destroying the community. So January 8th marks 100 years since that has happened. We've come a long ways in 100 years. And I think that deserves a conversation. How have we changed in this 100 years since the Rosewood has happened? So that is definitely something that we want to honor and take a look at. So to all our family and friends that's down in Florida, we tilt our hats to you guys. In Central Florida, we tilt our hats to you guys. So, all righty. Y'all, I have had a ball today. This was my first show back, and we had our girl Coco Brown in here. Next week, our guest is gonna be none other than my brown knight, Mr. Sean of the Mail Room. Is gonna come and join us and talk about her book, Women on Fire. Y'all better get out here and get some reading and turn them televisions off, because many of us get our minds all misconstrued or look thinking love's supposed to be like what you see on TV. Nope, that was just a scripted show. Turn that TV off, pick up a book, and get some real life lessons on there. So next week we're gonna have my girl Tashawn. She's gonna sit and come in the studios and talk with us. And we're gonna continue to have these relationship talks, because the sooner we can get healed, if we can heal us, our children can get healed, and we can heal our community. And that's our goal here, to heal and have conversations and have different ways of looking at things so that we can get to the next level. I say it a lot, especially watching the movie Woman King. So we rewatched the movie Woman King over the holidays. And I don't want to spoil it in case nobody has never watched it, but if you haven't watched it, you have to go see Woman King. So Viola Davis did an excellent job, from her makeup to her script, and she did a lot of those stunts herself. I am proud of the black girl. She is black girl magic all the way around. She got her body in shape and everything. But in the movie, she stayed stuck and she stayed hung up on what happened to her in the past. Did you see the movie? Oh, okay, I ain't gonna tell it. But she stayed stuck and hung up on what happened to her in the past. Like the king is trying to give her the crown. Like, I want you to be my wife. I want you to be my right hand. And she's like, yeah, but I gotta go kill this nigga right quick. I'll be right back. And he like, no, stay here with me. And she's like, yeah, I'll be right back. I don't care what you're saying. I'm going to go kill this nigga. I'm telling you, I got to go handle this. But once she finally got to that person and had that little confrontation with that person, then she was able to release all her hurt and all her pain. And that happens a lot with a lot of us alpha females. We have a lot of pain and we just keep going and going and going, that we don't never pause to really take the time to deal with what's actually happening. So when she got through with that, she went back, now she was able to get her crown. So the point in that story, without giving the whole story away, is you got to get healed so that you can get to your next level. And that's what more we want to have, those kind of conversations. So this year we're going to have some men come in the studio. I did say men, y'all. We're going to be full of men in the studio. We're going to listen. We're going to hear what they got to say about these relationships. Because I got to know, why y'all choose them over there? Y'all choose the wrong women. And then you be like, ain't no good women out here. Why? When you just choosing wrong. Just tell the truth. You chose wrong. So we're going to have some men in the studio with us. We got the breakthrough strategist. She's coming in the studio with us. She was the praying bride. She prayed over her bridesmaids and everyone who didn't have a husband. And she prayed this prayer, and boy, it went viral. So she's going to come in the studio this month and speak with us as well. So we're talking relationships all month long because we want to get some people healed. And we're going to also talk finances. We're going to talk some money because everybody always talking about new year, new me. How is it a new you when you still broke? I'm just saying. So we're going to talk about some finances and how we can get out of debt and save some money and buy some land, because that's the key. You will not become rich working a 9 to 5. You just not. Your 401k may be pretty, but you're going to need more than just that. You're going to need some other things going on. So we're going to get into that this year too. Remember, it's not a New Year's resolution. We're talking lifestyle changes. So I know many people are beginning their fast tomorrow, their 21-day fast. I need people to go in and talk to God and be specific. God has a real sense of humor, y'all. I asked him for something in October, and I was very specific what I asked for, y'all. And he gave me what I asked for, but I forgot that what I asked for comes with a clause. It was so hilarious. It was so hilarious. But I ain't going to tell y'all all about that right now. I ain't going to hold y'all up. But I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me. If you have a business or a brand and you want to get it out to our listeners on our websites, on our social media, I urge you to send it in. You can reach me at sistae123@gmail.com. That's sistae123@gmail.com. Send me your email. I'll send you the information so that we can get your information out. Even if you have an event coming up and you want people to join your event, we can advertise that as well. So be sure to reach out, get a part of this team. I love my staff. I love my team. We're just rocking it out. We're knocking it out the park. Nelly, I appreciate you hanging out with me, laughing with me, y'all. The stories he be telling off air. I wish y'all could hear the things that he be saying off air. My girl Coco Brown was here with us. She had to go a little bit early because she is getting ready to go on stage, actually in 15 minutes. She's on stage in Birmingham. If you are in the Birmingham area, go check her out. Go check her out. But until next week, I want you guys to go like, follow, and share on 101 TKO Radio on Instagram and Facebook. Leave me a review. Let me know how I'm doing. Y'all know I'm still new to this. Tell me how I'm doing. And be sure to join us any day this week. We have a lot of radio personalities, and these shows are great and hilarious. Like one guy even talked about the picnic and how the girl went on a picnic and the dude in the rain. Y'all, I'm not staying out in no rain with no guy. I'm just not. But we're going home, and we could continue this at home on the floor, but I'm not staying out in the rain. But I'm just saying, people date their way. I'm just saying, that's just me. My hair gonna get messed up. Can't do that. All righty. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Until next week, take your time, be patient. Take it one day at a time, one moment at a time. Always keep God first in all that you do. And I promise you, you rock with God, He gonna rock with you. I appreciate you for hanging out with me. I'm your girl, Sister E. This is Conversations with Sister E. And until next week, be cool, be groovy. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.